Hey, this is Coach Mike with CoachMePlus. It's going to be a brief overview on testing for you. So we're going to start off with the first most popular method of testing, which is going to be our group input. So we're going to start on our side menu. We're going to open testing. And then from there, we'll select our group. I'm going to select our extra demo group. And then from there, you have your list of tests that you can go ahead and edit. So I'm going to start with our performance index. And from this screen, this is just basic group input. So we have our athletes down the left side and our input down the right side. So this is going to be the entire testing group. We can start off and say, this person had a 40-inch vertical, and then move on down the line with this one athlete as you go. Once you've completed entry for this athlete, we can save it. And then we can move on to the next athlete in the line. So there's a couple tools that we have within testing. The main one is just going to be our entry, our number entry, string entry, or whatever that may be based on your tests. We also have duration entry, but you do have the option to use our in-house stopwatch. So if you're overseeing the 20-yard sprint, you've got an athlete utilizing it, and you want to just use a stopwatch on the tablet that you're using or phone that you're using to record testing, you'll hit this to open the stopwatch. And then once the athlete begins their 20-yard sprint, you hit start. You'll let them roll through their sprint and stop it right when they've done. And then you can just insert it right there, and it'll pop their time right within the testing entry, and away you go. And again, you can just hit save to go ahead and move to the next athlete. Now, if you're at a station or in a situation where you're testing in stations and you just want to record the 20-yard sprint for your athletes without having to save it every single time, you can move throughout your athletes nice and easily here. So if this next athlete is running, they go ahead, they do their sprint, you stop the clock, insert it, and you can move right to the next person as they finish the test as well. And then once you've had all the inputs here, you can go ahead from there, take it, insert it, and then save all of your inputs at once for one field. In the case, may not be for the 20-yard sprint, but in the case that you have the same value for all athletes. So maybe this is a yes, no, and you just want to check yes for everybody and then no for the individual cases. You can just change one value for all of the athletes, input that value, apply it, and then make changes where necessary all the way through. So it's entirely up to you how you want to utilize this screen. Another way to utilize this testing is individual input. So if you have just one athlete that you're working with. So say I want to go to my athlete page, select their testing, and then on this page, it's just specific to this athlete. So if I grab my performance index, I can go ahead and input on a day. So maybe it was in the past for this person's information. Go ahead and I'm working on down the line, inputting your testing, and hit save. So it's just another way to input testing for an individual without having to go through the group entry screen or so on. So that's your detailed overview and testing entry within CoachMePlus, and I hope this helped.